force a Game 7 heading back to Phoenix.
Number 6, Rangers.
Make it look easy.
The great players have always been able to raise their game in the postseason. He didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years. He's done it here, and he just seems so poised all the time.
Well, we were worrying at halftime for his game because he was only 2 for 8. He only had 8 points with the foul shooting. But now in the second half, the 15 points are there. And already he has 10 foul shot attempts and 10 rebounds that go along with the points.
And here's Donyell Marshall, one of their free agent signings in the offseason. Marshall's a veteran. He's been in the league 12 years, but prior to the season had only played in 9 playoff games. One of the reasons that he signed with Cleveland was that postseason possibility, and he's come through with some big games for him. Had the big block in Game 5. Had 28 points in the Game 6 clincher against Washington. This is why he signed games like this here in Cleveland.
Oh, it's been it brought his career back. He's out attacking the basket like he did in his early years in the league. And then when you combine what he is putting up in points and rebounds with good, they are getting monster production at that power forward.
McDyess shuffled his feet. A travel, and it's the 10th Piston turnover.
Now, McDyess in that first half came in and went 3 for 5, gave him 7 quick points. Now, you know that they're going to go to him in the post-up area because that frees Rasheed Wallace to move outside.
James has Hunter on him.
Yeah, he's fighting him. I mean, the referees know that he's going to give his heart on him, so I doubt if they'll give him any cheap foul.
Snow out to Jones. Marshall for 3.
Oh, wow.
Donyell Marshall has hit some big shots in this playoff run.
Well, that's his shot. That's his shot. He's 9 for 20 in threes in this series. Here's your double team.
Wallace, tough shot.
Tough angle, Mike. Tough angle.
You talk about guys who like to take the big shot. Rasheed Wallace has been that for this team all season.
Anytime you see that double team, make sure you turn away from the guy coming on the trap. That's exactly what he did.
Entry pass knocked away from James. Excellent defense. Only the 11th turnover for the Cavs.
That'll work, McDyess.
McDyess inside, blocked by Marshall.
Marshall got a piece of that.
Didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock is not reset. Wallace another 3. Not that time. And the veteran Eric Snow with a big rebound. Marshall lost it.
Yep. He had the right, Mike, he had the right idea because LeBron was inside. He wanted to make that play.
Hunter. Prince tips it to himself. And Tayshaun Prince can't convert.
The main thing for the Pistons, keep hustling on that offensive board. You're getting good looks, and you're making a lot of things happen.
Reaching on Lindsey Hunter. That's the 4th team foul. 4 on Hunter. And with 6:36 remaining, the Cavs will inbound.
Ever since Lindsey Hunter has come on in this quarter, Mike, he's done a terrific job on LeBron. LeBron went into the post at least 3 times, and Lindsey prevented a pass on the post-up by chesting him, in fronting him, and fighting him with his quickness. And now they're taking him out because he gave his heart during that period of time. He did an excellent job.
Hunter won a ring with them in 2004, won a ring with the Lakers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Snow gets it right back. Excellent defense from the Pistons.
Yeah, Rasheed Wallace, he saw it coming, and he intimidated him on that layup, Mike.
Phillips. And there's a foul on Damon Jones. He's going to have a lot of trouble defending him isolated like that.
Well, Chauncey is murder anytime that he backs you down. They clear out, he can back you down, or they will run him on a baseline screen and post them up. They must go. They're taking Damon Jones out now, and they're bringing in Flip Murray. This is a good substitution because if they're going to go at Phillips, that would have been a mismatch.
And you don't want Phillips to get to the line. They're 1 away from a penalty. That's the 14th foul. If you're Cleveland, you want to keep them off. Hamilton. Double team. Marshall, another big rebound.
The second guy, the designated double teamer. With the first group, it's Ilgauskas. With the second group, it's Marshall. They have done a terrific job coming across and applying pressure on the shot.
Most of the crowd on its feet. James stripped by Phillips.
Oh, 2-on-1 here.
Phillips to Prince. Tayshaun Prince inside.
Nice.
And again, the Pistons with a big defensive play.
When you're coming in that situation, give the ball up. Force that defensive player to commit.
Cavs with 4 turnovers here in the fourth. And a foul before that. Shot won't count. Going to go against Detroit. And again, they're in a penalty, so Cleveland will shoot free throws. And we'll take a timeout. You can never count out the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, on this reverse, this was a great dig by Phillips. Now just watch as he forces the defense to switch sides. That was great. Good team basketball and terrific chemistry.
Back in Cleveland for Game 6. Can the Cavs stun the NBA and eliminate the defending Eastern Conference champs? Can the Pistons hold off elimination and force a Game 7, which would be on their home floor on Sunday? This is LeBron James' home floor. The Cavaliers down by 2. They'll shoot a couple of free throws, and it has been such an emotional roller coaster. A series that started with the Pistons, an enormous blowout. They dominated Game 1, and everyone wondering, can the Cavs even win a game? Now they've got a chance to win the series on their home floor, but they'll need to play huge in the fourth quarter once again.
Well, the fourth quarter tonight, the Pistons are 3 for 13 from the floor. The Cavs are 1 for 4, but they already have 4 turnovers. So now this is totally uncharacteristic for them in the last 3 to 4 ball games.
Here's Verajao, who grew up in a small town in Brazil, one of 5 kids. He loves soccer, but his father said, "You're too tall, you should concentrate on basketball." And he has always dreamed of being in the NBA. Here in such the biggest game of his life, he ties it at 71.
There it is.
He's got snow on him.
That's right.
That high release, so tough to defend.
That's there every single time. That's the first time in this game that they have rolled the guy and then brought him in front of the rim. You've got the point guard on you, on Wallace. That's there every time on that switch.
Hamilton deflects it out of bounds. Still Cavs ball. Rasheed Wallace, 21 points. 12 on the shot clock. Murray looking. They're going to have to burn a timeout. And that hurts. They call it 20. And that leaves them with only 1 timeout with over 5 minutes remaining.
That's big, Mike. That's a big point. 5 minutes to go. Now just keep an eye right here. See, right there you can see Wallace posting up Snow. Forcing Ilgauskas to leave his man in the corner and come inside. So if you will just look at that, hit the guy in the lane on the defensive circle. You have the mismatch. The man will always play behind you in 99 out of 100 times. Now you'll force the double team. You can either shoot over the top or you can kick out for a wide open jump shot.
Again, you talk about that double team, Ubi. Remember that double team or the timeout is what I mean to say is that Ilgauskas had to call that timeout in the first couple of minutes of the third quarter when he fell down. So they burned one there. Now they burn one. Only 1 remaining. And we've seen so often down the stretch how you need those timeouts to advance the ball. Let's see if it comes back to burn the Cavs.
Well, give Detroit a lot of credit. They defensed that out of bounds play perfectly.
5:02 remaining. Flip Saunders anxiously looking on his first year as the head coach of the Pistons. And the pressure for the Pistons to make it back to the NBA Finals and win a title.
And we only have 6 seconds here.
James on the drive, gets inside, banks it in.
Banks in a baby hook. A baby hook off the glass.
He's got 25, 17 in the second half. Phillips with snow on him. Tough shot. Puts it in. And a foul.
Now, that time, no switch. That was smart basketball. That time, Eric Snow fought up over the top of the screen. But then, Chauncey Phillips at his best. Watch the fake. And there he's going to catch him right there on the release. Terrific call. Referee's right on top of it.
Second foul on Snow. For Phillips, just his second field goal of the game. And, of course, he's Mr. Automatic from the free throw line. Largest lead in this entire game has been only 7. We've got 19 lead changes, 11 ties. It's been close throughout.
LeBron James was on the baseline and set the screen for Ilgauskas to open him up right here.
Ilgauskas against Wallace, one-on-one coverage. Flips up a wild shot. And Varejao tips it back out for a new 24.
This is good. They're playing their two centers together here now because Varejao can really get on the offensive board.
Ilgauskas knocks it down. 1-point game with just under 4 to play. The Cavaliers trying to do the unthinkable and eliminate the Pistons. Phillips using Wallace's screen. Shot clock down to 5. Good defense. Hamilton, tough shot. In and out, and Ilgauskas the rebound. That one was halfway down.
They've done a terrific job all night, Cleveland, holding the Pistons to only 5 offensive rebounds.
LeBron James on the drive, gets inside, blocked by Wallace. And they blow the whistle and call a foul, but they will not call a goaltend. So 2 shots for James.
Now, I thought that Ben Wallace got that on the way up.
The key is that it hit the rim, it hit the backboard before he touched it. He touched it before it hit the backboard.
Well, I thought we had a good look at that, Mike, and you can see he gets it before it gets to the board.
Good,
but I like his effort because he came a long way to get that ball.
James ties it at the free throw line. Again, how often does it come down to who makes their free throws? And James solid from the line tonight. As you see, he had just 8 points in the first half, now 26 for the game. And that's the 20th lead change of the night. Timeout, Detroit. They're on their feet here in Cleveland as the Cavs lead by 1. Cleveland looking to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Finals. They get a chance to do it on their home floor. That's coming up. Mike.
John, the Cavaliers 1 win away from the Eastern Conference Finals. They lead by 1 with 3:15 remaining. Another close game. They've had 5 games decided by 2 points or less, 2 in overtime, and Yubi, they're perfect in those 5 games.
Well, 3 by 1 point, 2 by 2 points. And then it comes down to, you've got the horse, LeBron James, to make things happen. At this end now, Chauncey Billups, this is his time, and this is where he has led this team to 64 wins during the year.
Wallace against Varejao. Draws the foul, banks it in.
Big play. Big play.
And Wallace once again with a huge bucket, and he's got a free throw as well.
Now they went right down inside to Rashid. That's his 9th field goal in this game. This is just big, and then he gets it off the glass. He muscles this up. Now, I like the fact that Cleveland, they have Varejao on him, and then you see they're playing their 2 centers together, Ilgauskas and Varejao, because Varejao is quicker and bigger than Marshall or Good.
Yeah, Wallace